Yeah, Sabrina. Yeah, good morning. Today we'll discuss about molecular diagnosis. Next topic in biotechnology and its application. Usually, diagnosis is a practice which involves detecting the infection or a pathogen or a symptom of infection. This is diagnosis. Normal diagnosis. Diagnosis is a process or a practice of detecting a pathogen or infection of the pathogen or developing the symptom of a disease. This is normal diagnosis. Why we are detecting here? Diagnosis is much useful for treatment of the disease. For therapy, therapeutics means treating the diseases. For treatment of the disease, we have to find what is the causative agent, what is the infectious agent, what is the mode of transmission of that pathogen, and how it is developing symptoms, which parts are affected. So if all that parts, if we know very well, then treatment will be easy. For effective treatment, diagnosis of this is very important. Okay. Normally, this diagnosis is carried by some conventional processes. What are the conventional processes? Normal diagnosis methods. Normal diagnosis methods includes blood analysis or urine analysis. Like that, these are the methods which are used to study the infectious agent, whether infection is there or not. Like that we can find. So by finding this pathogen or symptom only, we can find what is the disease. What is the difference between disease, disorder, pathogen, you know, which is a disease causing agent. What is the difference between, first I am asking, what is the difference between disease? What is disorder? What is a syndrome? What is a symptom? If you know very well, then only, it is useful to study about human health well. Yeah, disease means an infectious agent. When it is attacking, that infection is spread to all over the body and the body is getting affected. That is disease. That pathogen may be bacteria or virus or fungi, something infectious agent. An allergen, non-infectious allergen. A microbe or allergen, when it is entering into the body, that causes a disease. Disorder means a defect in metabolism. Defect in metabolism or physiology is a disorder. Syndrome means which cannot be cured fully, but it can be controlled. That we can control, but cannot be cured fully or cannot be recovered fully from that. That is called syndrome. And symptom. Symptom is an indication or indication properties of a disease or disorder or syndrome, whatever it is. So by finding this symptom, very good example for symptom, fever, pyrexia. Pyrexia is a fever, is not a disease or disorder. It is just a symptom. Fever, pyrexia. Pyrexia is a fever. That is a common symptom for many diseases and disorders. Okay. Flu infection or any disorder or something is there means, then it is, it is showing this symptom. Okay. Not only that, vomiting, diarrhea, these are some symptoms. They are not diseases or disorders or syndromes. So these symptoms we can find, by finding such symptoms we can diagnose it, we can diagnose or we can find the disease or defect, then only we can give treatment. That is one method. Otherwise, we have to find the infectious agent or the pathogen in the body fluids like blood, urine, or some other body fluids like phlegm, then cerebrospinal fluid, CSF. So in such fluids, okay, we can find the pathogen presence and then we can diagnose the type of the disease, then only we can give a treatment. That is normal. But these normal disorders are see here, disorders which are we are diagnosing in normal methods like conventional diagnosis methods. Here the symptoms are we are finding means the symptoms will be developed after full spread of the disease only, or a pathogen or causative agent or symptoms can be found only after spread of the pathogen. Spread of pathogen means, that means its population is already increased. Pathogen is more in population by that time. Yes or no? Pathogen is already spread to all parts of the body, then only symptoms are this normal diagnosis methods. By using that, we can find the pathogen. By that time, pathogen is already spread to all parts of the body. Then we diagnose it, then the treatment is somewhat difficult. Okay, yes or no? See here, any microorganism is there. Any microorganism, when it is infecting into a host, it will take some time for multiplication. What is the time? Yes. Latent period or incubation period. So, after incubation period, there is a production of more number of pathogens. Every pathogen, when it is infecting into a host, in that host, for some time it will be inactive. That means it is not increasing its population. It will take some time for producing more number of colonies of that pathogen. That time is called as what? Latent period or incubation period. After once incubation period is over, means pathogen will double and replicate more pathogens will be produced and the pathogen will be spread to all parts of the body. So that time treatment is somewhat difficult because the pathogen is in advanced stage. Suppose before developing of the symptoms, if we find a pathogen or something in the body, I mean before the completion of the latent period, if we are able to find that pathogen in our body, then the treatment will be easy. That pathogens are present in less number, they can be killed very easily. So that is possible with the help of molecular diagnosis. So molecular diagnosis is a practice where use of molecular tools or processes to find or diagnose pathogens. That means whether diseases or disorders. Even disorders also we can find before symptoms. Before symptoms means that is before spread of infection. Before the spreading of infection to all parts of the body, we can find. If we find easily, then it can be cured very easily. Then the treatment will be easy. This is molecular diagnosis. Suppose these molecular diagnosis tools are using different tools like PCR, polymerase chain reaction, we can use enzyme linked immunosorbent assay, radio immunoassay. Not only this, many tools are there: MRI scanning, CAT scanning, CT scanning, polygraphy, endoscopy. Like that, different types of methods are available for the detection. Let us take an example. How a pathogen can be detected before the latent period. You know very well, long incubation period is present in the case of HIV. Once HIV is infected into an animal, a human or any animal, its incubation period is minimum 3 months it will take for multiplication of the virus. So within 3 months it cannot be detected by using normal methods like blood analysis or urine analysis. So even ELISA also can be used, but ELISA also determines that only after 3 months only effectively. Okay, so this 3 months time, if it is taking 3 months of time within the body without using any antiretroviral drugs. HIV is a retrovirus which contains RNA as genetic material. Antiretroviral drugs are used for the treatment for HIV. If antiretroviral drugs are not given for 3 months, once HIV is infected into an animal, then HIV virus will multiplicate and it will produce more number of HIV viruses, so that the problem will become more severe. Then it will be spreading very easily. So this problem is there. Suppose if any other method is there to detect that HIV presence within 3 months, so within 1 day, I mean within 1 week or 2 weeks after infection, if we are able to find, then its incubation period can be killed. So that even HIV infection is there, that can be treated and the person will not be suffering with AIDS. Okay, see that example. How can we know? I mean, by using molecular diagnosis, how can this presence of pathogen can be determined before the development of symptoms or before that incubation time? See here, this molecular diagnosis uses many techniques. What I told you, polymerase chain reaction. Polymerase chain reaction can be used for molecular diagnosis. Now COVID-19 symptoms, COVID-19 infection is being tested by one of this PCR method only, RT-PCR. RT-PCR method is the method which is giving very best results in the case of COVID-19 test. Reverse transcription PCR. Normal PCR is carried by denaturation, annealing, extension, where DNA dependent DNA synthesis is carrying. But reverse transcription PCR means from RNA, by using reverse transcriptase enzyme, we are producing this DNA. Then that is being tested. That is the method of, it is a RT-PCR. What we are using in COVID test is molecular diagnosis method. See how it is useful means, suppose a small, very small amount or number of pathogen is present. Very small number of pathogens are present in any part of the body if we suspect. But this molecular diagnosis, how can we conduct means, that is not possible in all persons. Normal diagnosis when we are doing, if we get a symptom, then only we are doing that diagnosis method. Like urine analysis or blood analysis, when we get a symptom, then that can be used. Okay, but molecular diagnosis means we can't find any symptoms. The persons will be looking healthy. Yes or no? If we have any suspicion, then only this molecular diagnosis can be done. Because the person is asymptomatic. If there is no symptoms, why can we go for a test? That is, correct only. So when a person is asymptomatic, we can't assume there is an infection. Okay, but when we suspect there is an infection, that small amount of pathogen is present in any place of the body, any part or any tissue is there. So from that tissue, small amount is collected. Very minute particles are present, right? Okay, that minute particles are collected, and that, I mean, a pathogen has genetic material, whether it is bacteria or fungi or viruses, whatever it is, it has a genetic material. That's the genetic material of pathogen. Genetic material of pathogen, what is present? That is amplified by using polymerase chain reaction. One COVID infection is there, one or two viruses are produced in one body that has only one piece or two pieces or three pieces of DNA are there, very small amounts of DNA are there. That small pieces of DNA, how can we find? That is not normally not easy. So what we are doing, that very small amount of pathogen what is present from that DNA sample, what is there, that is amplified by using polymerase chain reaction. So after amplification of the DNA, there is formation of more copies of that pathogenic DNA by amplification. Yes or no? For that, I mean, after amplification, we do that agrogel electrophoresis, blotting, like that. The techniques are used. Finally, that DNA, where it is produced in large numbers, that is hybridized by using a radioactive probe. Radioactive probe is used to hybridize this. What is this probe means? If we know this DNA sequence or something of the pathogen DNA is there, suppose 5 prime, 2, 3 prime or something, pathogen has a genetic material. So for this pathogenetic material, some segments of DNA will be there now. For some segments of that, we know that nucleotide sequences. For that nucleotide sequences, we synthesize some small artificially constructed oligonucleotide chains. That oligonucleotide chains are added with radioactivity. What is a probe means? Probe is a short oligonucleotide which is P32 labeled. 5 prime phosphate is labeled with phosphorus 32. 5 prime end of that is labeled with P32, and it will hybridize the target DNA. What is the target DNA here? Pathogen DNA. So pathogen DNA we amplified. That is separated using gel plate or something. Then to that probes are added. When probes are added, we prepared. Which probes we prepared? Probes for this pathogen DNA we prepared. If this probe is binding with the sample, that means probe's complementary is present in the sample. What is its complementary? Probe is prepared complementary for what? Pathogen. If pathogen DNA is present, then probe will bind. Yes or no? Pathogenic DNA is not there means probe will not bind. Probe is bound means pathogenic DNA is there, that is amplified by using polymerase chain reaction. Pathogenic DNA is there means there is an infection. Yes, understand? So by using this polymerase chain reaction, a small amount of DNA of the pathogen which cannot be detected by normal methods, that is amplified by using polymerase chain reaction, and that DNA what is amplified in polymerase chain reaction is hybridized by using small oligonucleotide probes. Okay, probe hybridized means then there is a pathogenic DNA present in the sample. That means that sample got infected with the virus or pathogen. Okay, like that we can find the presence of very small amount of the pathogen in the sample. This is a type of molecular diagnosis. So for this molecular diagnosis, what are the tools we are using? I told you PCR is one method, ELISA is one method. Write that full name. Write full name. PCR, polymerase chain reaction, you know. ELISA, enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay, which is depending on antigen-antibody reaction. Enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay. Cytometer. భలే ఉంటుంది రాయడానికి, అందుకే కొనుక్కున్నావా? సేమ్ పెన్స్. ELISA, enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay. RIA, radioimmunoassay. Radioimmunoassay. Then MRI, magnetic resonance imaging. Magnetic resonance imaging. CAT stands for computing axial tomography. Computed axial tomography. Tomography. Next one, endoscopy. Polygraphy. Polygraphy is also a detection method. That polygraphy is now being used for lie detector. Polygraphy is actually, it is developed as a detection method, but the technique is being used as a lie detection method. Lie detection means, when we ask a question, you will give an answer. When you are giving answer, how your neurons are responding. When we are saying a truth, then no stress on our mental condition neurons. So when we are giving a false statement, no anger. If you are saying any false statement, then your neurons or something will be stressing, some thinking and something. So based on that activity of neurons, we can find whether a person is lying or saying the truth. That is polygraphy method. MRI, CT, like that. Different techniques are there which are useful as molecular diagnosis tools. That method is used for treatment also. All are new advanced techniques what we are used, I am saying. These are used for diagnosis, not using whether DNA or RNA like that we can't say. Whether we are using, suppose ELISA, we are using antigen antibody, they are biomolecules. Radioimmunoassay, that is a biomolecule. Polygraphy means computed axial taxonomy, MRI, they are not using biomolecules, but they are techniques what are used for the detection, early detection of the pathogen or disorder or something. Early detection of pathogen or disorder can be done by using these techniques. Okay? Yes, now time is already 12 o'clock. Next class, zoology sir. Zoology sir means he will be waiting. Today that physics session. Okay. Enough for today. We will meet again in class. One thing.